tournament?
Saturday.
June 20.
Saturday.
For not here.
Oh, like almost right away?
Yep.
Okay, so I want you to stay with the kick until you come back. Just only kick, like what you're doing.
And the tournament too?
Same thing, yeah.
And because I'm going home, and there's gonna be a big tournament, so I need to use my first shift to eat it.
What?
I need to use it.
What?
Because they're gonna be my friends who are always people.
Now I know why. Peer pressure.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're gonna serve better if you just throw your serve in there all of a sudden?
Like.
But my question is this: do you feel like just because you have a first serve all of a sudden, that you're gonna be able to serve better?
Yeah,
your second serve, then you're gonna start pushing it. Guaranteed, because you'll make more errors on your first serve. You'll start floating your second serve in, so you don't get
ace too. That's better than.
How many aces do you get in a match?
2, 3, 4.
How many double faults do you? When you serve your first serve and second serve. Serious? When you're going fast and you're hitting it?
Yeah.
Oh, when you're hitting it like going after it, or when you're going like this? 2, 3, 4. When you're hitting second serve, like hard, or when you're going like
medium.
Like that. That's your medium.
No.
Yeah, you're slow. Like here.
The medium, actually.
You act like I can't see. I see everything you do. Your medium. That's not your medium. When you play tournaments here, you never get a serve like that.
It's medium. And it's hard.
That's the same speed.
No.
A little bit different. So now show me what you did in tournaments. The real. Not before Rick. Before Rick. Or not after Rick. Before Rick.
That.
No, I disagree. I'm just saying. I saw you say it. The tournament you played here, where the trophy's still on my desk, you didn't serve like that. Not even close. All right, so you're gonna serve like that all the time, though? If you do first serve? Like the medium is close. I want you going for like the 89. That's not. But that's too slow. I want the other medium. No, here's the point. Like as long as you swing at the second serve, like go ahead, go.
Hard.
Like that. As long as you swing at the second serve like that, I don't care if you have a first serve. Deal? But you got to swing like that. And I'm gonna be watching the video, so I'm gonna be able to know if you are or not. You know your mom and dad is like, Chilla did not swing on her second serve on the tournament on the 20th. She hit a lot of powder puff nothings. She now has to go back to all second serve. Thank you very much. That's the deal. If you're gonna hit your first serve, if you're gonna bring your first serve back,
And we're gonna be if I do.
I'm okay if you bring your first serve back. But you cannot be scared to hit your second serve as a result. Okay?
My mom says never give for the opponent a gift ball.
But you're giving them a gift ball when you float it in.
No, you can miss the ball.
We're back to this discussion. Why are you so concerned with right now? Why are you so concerned with right now? You think #1 players in the world are going to miss a lot of those balls?
I'm not playing number of players. I'm playing
I
golf.
understand. What are you practicing for? Till it's on your goal. You practicing for right now, or are you practicing to be #1? You can't do both. You want to practice for right now and put powder puffs. You want to practice to be #1 in the world, hit the ball. Because #1 in the world, you can't powder puff, and then by the time you're 18 go, oh, you know what? I'm going to have confidence to hit it now. Because you won't. You're going to miss every one of them. Just like Sharapova, she double faults 20 times a match. Because she's getting pummeled on returns, and she goes, I got to hit the serve hard. And so she does, she doubles 20, 30, 40 times a match. I mean, it's crazy.
I don't know, but if I don't win this tournament, I don't win a big girl, I'm gonna come back. The career is over.
Why? Why do you feel that? And why do you feel like that?
I don't feel like that. I know.
My point is, why are you so stressed out about one game? And you do whatever you want, because I don't know why you're taking lessons. You're not going to listen. No, you're not. You're arguing. You're debating. You're debating on what you think. Show me a full circle. Your window. Use more legs. Then take your time. Like, get used to that more motion. Oh, your push motion. Get slow push motion. Your body is really cool. Really cool. This, when you're here, you drop the arm and you just raise your arm. What are you doing? Are you dropping the arm? This is go like this. You go like this. Elbow goes up. Your racket will go like that. If you're doing this, you're slowing your racket down. You understand? That's why I don't want you like this. When you start, you should be here, natural wrist, slightly forward, because then your energy going into the flip of the elbow will be greater into the backswing. This will be greater.
Can you shoot the whole motion like this and like hit it? Can you show me?
Yeah, with my racket.
This one.
Things like lightweight, nothing. So
Mine's heavier than yours.
okay, so you're going here, okay, and then you go like, I don't know, I'm not really sure how you do it. What I want you to do is go stop, and then I just want you to drive your elbow right so here. Stop. You understand? Stop. Drop. Yeah, but do like this.
I know.
No, listen. Technically, that's work. That's okay. You can keep doing it because you don't listen. So can you do it the way I'm asking?
I don't know how.
That was correct. That was good.
I don't know how.
Then just swing your arm. Swing your elbow to the ball. Elbow to the ball. That was pretty good, actually. Now the toss is bad. The swing is not bad. Elbow to the ball. Okay? So when I say go elbow to the ball, go ahead.
I don't know how.
Those are all perfect. You're right here. So when I say elbow to the ball, don't go elbow this way. Okay? Go elbow this way. And elbow up. High as you can. Not around. You gotta raise the elbow. Elbow goes as high as possible. Reach the elbow as high as you can. As you swing. You're here, bring your elbow, bring it up as high as you can, and then release out. Okay, go forward. Forward. Forward.
This like that when I was like this.
That's not forward. It's a serve, Julie. You gotta serve it that way.
I know, but
Not
I'm
towards
showing
me.
you.
Go. Wait, stop. You're not gonna have any energy doing it that way.
I know, I was trying how. Just swing it.
No, but do it from here. Drop, elbow up. You can do that fine. Just do it with full motion and swing. That's a kick.
I know.
We're working on push.
Nope.
Yes. I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't want you to do
I
it.
like this and like how to use up.
But from here.
I know, but how to here up. I wasn't
No,
know.
that is not the serve at all.
I know.
Okay, but then listen. When you say
Oh.
no, you're doing something that's not a serve. You're doing this. You're going like this. It's not even close to your serve.
No, like this and how to pull up. I wasn't
You
know.
don't pull it.
Oh, like how to up. Yeah.
This goes up. This just goes down.
I know.
Like releases on its own. But if you go like this, you do this. It's all here. This muscle is being used. You never use this muscle in your serve. If anything, this muscle is being like not used.
Look at this.
Huh?
You don't understand me.
I don't understand. No.
Because like this, like this, and I know, but from here, I don't know how to pull up, like how to hit it.
That's what I'm saying. It will
That's
go.
why I was
it
like
will-
trying. That's why.
It will go on its own if you have momentum and flow. That's why I don't
But
want you to
if I
start.
don't know how to do the technical, how I can do it. That's why I did it.
If you can get your elbow to go forward and high, the extension will happen naturally. But you cannot do the extension naturally if you just start it. You understand?
That's why I was stuck here. I'm like saying this 100 times because like here and I said here up.
No, that's my point. There is no here up. When you go from here to here, all this goes on its own. You don't do anything.
That's what I'm saying.
So don't practice doing this because this is not a serve that you'll ever use, ever.
No, it's the motion part. It's a part of the motion.
If you don't practice that part of the
Yes, I
motion.
am.
That's what I'm telling you. Stop practicing that part of the motion. You understand? Because if you practice that part of the
No,
motion,
you don't understand me.
if you separate that part of the motion from the rest of the stroke, it's not a motion you'll ever use.
I'm using this for the serve. I'm using like this, but how to hit it like this?
By creating everything before that.
Huh?
If you don't do all of this, this is irrelevant. This doesn't happen. So this comes from this.
I know.
So don't practice this because you can't create this if you don't time this. You understand?
No, you don't understand.
Yes, I do understand, but
No?
you're not listening. This is not something you should ever practice because it does not. You never serve with this muscle. When you stand here and you go like this, what muscle are you using, Chilla? Your tricep. You never serve. There's zero energy in your tricep when you're serving. It's all centrifugal force. It's all momentum. Okay? So you shouldn't practice that. It's like going to say, oh, I'm going to go work on my biceps in the gym and going like this. It's the same thing. You're not working your, yes it is. Because you're working a motion with this muscle that you never use in your serve. You never, ever, ever use this muscle in your serve, ever. This muscle is completely shut off. But when you practice going like this, oh, I'm working on my extension. Yeah, that's right, you are. But this is not how it happens in a serve. It happens from here.
I know, but
Yeah, I know what you're trying to tell me, but don't do it. That's what I'm telling you. Stop doing it because you're practicing something that your brain will not convert into the serve.
this is look. Just practice it and look. See?
No, I don't see, because that was what I told you to do in the first place. That's not what you were doing. Right, do it again. Stop. Go. Stop. Just toss. You do the first serve or second serve?
Like,
Well, that looked like a second serve toss with the first serve entry. You tell me what you're doing.
what are we doing?
I don't know. You tell me what you're doing. You just toss the ball like this. You whip the ball like that. That's behind you. That's my point.
In front of me.
Chilla, the ball you just hit. That's not in front of you. That's where you just hit the ball. This is where you just hit the ball. That's not in front of you. In front of you is out here. You gotta stop. You gotta stop trying to contradict everyone. This is gonna be your number one fault in life in terms of making it big. Is that you argue with everyone, especially the people that know better than you. You argue with them and you don't listen. Instead, you just go, no, I'm not. No. You're not listening. All you do is you just want to be right all the time. You're never gonna be right all the time if you think you're right all the time. It doesn't happen. There's so many people in this world that are way smarter than us. And there always will be. That's okay. But the thing is knowing that and listening to people and taking it in, not debating everything, thinking you're right all the time. It's so hard for you to see. I'll tell you right now, if I'm working on my forehand, there's no way I can tell if I'm doing the flip or not, unless somebody else helps me or I videotape it. It's that hard to tell. So there's no way you know what you're doing in terms of making contact and entering the back. You just say you do. That's fine. You can argue with me about it. But
That's what I'm doing.
you do know what you're doing, but you're doing it wrong, and I'm telling you you're doing it wrong, and you're going, no, that's not what I'm doing. So you don't know. You're just debating. Just listen. I mean, I gotta have a camera on you 24/7 just so I can prove to you that you're wrong. Okay? It's crazy. You waste so much time talking about this stuff.
It's the same thing like
No, it's not. It's a totally different rotation. That's what I'm talking about. This is internal.
I know,
Okay,
but
external
I'm
and
not seeing the
internal.
same muscle.
No, it's not, Jill. It's not. The muscle up here is from this way. It's a totally different muscle. As we're on the forehand, we're going this way.
I know.
But how's it the same muscle? You're
I'm
so
seeing
smart.
the
Tell me how it's the
muscle.
same muscle.
I was saying that the same muscle.
You just told me it's the same
But I
muscle.
said, not the muscle.
Okay, look. You're a genius. Do it. Show me how good it is. Ready? What was wrong with it? You know it? Tell me what's wrong. Okay? You're injured into the back too early. You had no leg drive. You had no push up through the shoulder to externally rotate through the body. You can't see that. Stop arguing with me. Stop. Go. Now, the force that you're trying to put into the shoulder to create like a turn. Alright, so when you set up, right, set up. When you bend, the force that you put here, you drive up, let's say now. As you stand up, right, and you do that, the force is the rotation here. Okay, now if I did that, obviously you can go because it's just limited. And when you do it in motion, this actually stretches way back. Not because of your body, just because the body allows for that when you force from the body. But if I apply some external thing happens to it, the body locks up. So no, I'm not supposed to do it. But if your body applies force to your body, and it allows things to be more like what it is. You understand? Have you ever seen a baseball pitcher? A baseball pitcher their arm is like that. If you never do that, no matter how tough. You know what I'm saying? That if you're really out there in your elbow, you can't hit that. But if I had you throw, and if you did it with the whole body, you would probably be flat or more. That's my point. You would flip, right? So on the swing, you are here, and you get very little push to drive up, and this goes up.
Because, we're up and it's going down. And it's pushing down too.
No, the down. When you go down together.
Down,
Oh, right.
and up and it's pushing down.
Right. So when this is pushing up, go ahead. This is pushing up. This is pushing up. These two elements, this is going straight up. This one's going up and down. This, where all the weight is, goes down. Okay, not this. Not this.
Oh, it's going to go down.
This doesn't go. So look this. This goes up. So look at this. You don't hold that. And you're trusting in this muscle and this muscle to do all the work. So you're not getting it. There's a big problem here.
That's one time how I did it.
A lot of pain.
I feel like
Here. Right? And then you'll start adding this and so you won't want to get harder. And then you'll start adding this and start trying to be extra from here. And this will probably break down. The wrist is the least likely because it's at the end of the chain. So you'll use it and we want you to use it. But it's the least likely to get hurt on the surface.
But one time I was there like something like that. It was pain. It was all my shoulder before the tournament.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. It's okay. You know, because you were not doing it wrong, but because you were using all muscle. So you use your legs. Okay, so drive your legs up. Good. Now, you got to do that down and up, but still toss out front. You can't be down and up and toss right above you, because then your arm winds up going like this, and that's bad too. You
Like
need
this.
to be going
Like come like this.
I don't know, like you're snapping
Go
over.
like this. Like the things like
Fan.
yeah.
Hi, up here.
I feel like you do something like nothing.
It's not like that.
Hey, nice one, man.
Up.
See how your balance is like this?
Okay, and then as you take the elbow up, right, the idea is to let the racket swoop. Okay, so the racket comes around this way as our elbow comes up, and then we come back You external motion. You whip it out. You're not
Second
doing that
serve.
very much. That's pushing. Yeah, because look, I'm hitting that. So I'm going here, and I'm going here.
Oh.
And the
That
second
was
serve, I
like,
go here, and I go here. I don't have any swoop on the second serve
oh.
at all.
That was like, you like, did it and like,
Well, you do have external rotation, but it's not nearly as much as a push serve. Yeah, the push serve is way. Go. We were just talking about it. I think Brian Gordon was saying in the first serve, there's like I think it's like 9 joints, 9 joint angle movements, and then the second serve it's only like maybe like 3. It's totally different. So in the second serve you're doing all kinds of rotational axis stuff. You gotta go up after.
dry.
Look. Don't try to do this. Don't try to do this. Instead, try to do over your ankle. Over your ankle. Change me. That's what happens in action. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You're trying to force things to instead of just allowing this and this and your leg down to do it all. If you drive these two things into this load, this racket's going to flip and it's going to whip out on its own. When you try to do it with your hands, you're going to lock this muscle up, you're going to lock this muscle up, and all of a sudden you have to rely on those muscles to hit. You know what I'm saying? Tricycle.
This is a tricycle, this is a bicycle, this is the Mercedes.
That's where you're forward.
I know, but like the hitting the tricycle.
No, Ferrari or Mercedes, sorry. Okay.
Motor. Like the
Smaller Mercedes. Smaller Mercedes. Smallest Mercedes. On the serve, you have if you use everything right. But if you don't use this, you only get this smaller Mercedes. If you don't use this, you get the smaller Mercedes. If you don't use this, then you only get the smallest Mercedes. Because the serve you can hit harder than your foot.
the biggest match that's the big going like this.
The ones with the doors that go like that. The serve.
And this is a normal Mercedes, this is a Ford, and this is a bicycle.
That was more shoulder to the ball. Elbow in. And try to drive your leg up and around as fast as you can on this serve. Up.
Time out.
Up. Good. Hold it. Up. It's close. Keep serve. Up. One more fast.
Huh?
One more fast. Drive the elbow. This one, do one more, but try to get your legs to drive the elbow into the court as fast as you can. So drive the leg, and you get that elbow to get forward as fast as you can. High and forward. Legs up. Yeah, good. Bad toss, but that was good execution of the elbow. Up. Now be careful. Like if you see that toss going that way, you cannot do the external rotation the way we're looking to do it. The ball has to be like right side of your head. Right here. I mean, you can't be way over here. Then you're going to be like swinging over this. You'll hit the ball like this.
It's gonna be like a kick serve.
Well, it's going to be like a low arm slap. It's just not. You're not going to come over the top and snap into it. Yeah, you're basically going to swoop at it.
It's gonna be a flat kick serve.
I don't know what it is. It's going to be a whole lot of mad. A whole lot of. See, that was that way too. Toss like literally toss. Right here. This side. Ready? Go. Good. There's a lot of things, Chili, that you still don't understand about this serve. Let me ask you a question. Ready? Your serve. Okay, let's say this is your legs. These are your hips. Okay. Okay. So legs and hip. Okay. Just think of this as an axis. Okay. So this is where your hips join to your upper body. What does your upper body look like when you're hitting this compared to your legs? So I'm looking right behind you. Okay, so this is your legs, these are your shoulders. What is your body?
Legs, head,
Lean back, turn it over. Ready position.
Okay, this is your arm. Okay, so when you hit the serve, let me rephrase that. Male players on the ATP tour, when they hit the serve, their back is like this.
oh yeah, I know.
Okay, this is when you get way down. Right, so then when you're hitting, because what happens is, let me see your racket. You know how we're talking about
No, you said,
cartwheel?
like you have to bend and after it's going like this. Like bend. It's a mistake because you said like this.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. That's for pictures. When you bend in the first serve, you're bending more back, right? But as I go forward, okay, my body's driving up, I'm cartwheeling. And then when I go to hit, I literally lean out of the way.
Yeah, I know. I was
You've seen it, right?
I was watching
You know why? Wait, listen. You know why?
because they don't want to get a hit.
Well, have you ever seen divers? Dive at the high board. Dive into the water.
Úszás.
Is this swimming?
Diving. On the boards, up high. They flip.
Oh yeah.
Okay, divers, right? They jump off and they flip like this, right? And then all of a sudden they start to twist. When they start to twist, do they look like they're going faster or slower? Really?
Faster.
Much faster. It's fun. Like, do you ever watch anything on sports? Right, so
We don't
your
have
body,
TV, man. Look at
you know how to internet? Okay, that matters. So your body, on the serve, you want it to cartwheel, so you want it to flip. But then what's going to happen is as you flip, you're going to flip, and then as you start to go forward, you're going to lean, and you're going to go roll. Because you got to think of it. If I'm going like this, right, and then all of a sudden, you're turning go sideways, and I'm going to flip. You see, you understand? This is where you're going to get the most power, because it's faster. Right? This is where it initiates. You go flip, and then turn. And it goes like super fast. Okay, so right now we do a lot of cartwheel, but it's all pretty much like good. And you can't really demonstrate it right. I have to show you kind of go like, go cartwheel, and cartwheel to the side. So you kind of go cartwheel to the side, and then by the time you're done, then you kind of turn a little, but it's not much. But that's just because you're not used to how to get that cartwheel to help dictate the elbow up to the ball. Right, so your serve is going to get, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 miles an hour more. Quickly, if you can understand the mechanics about this one. I don't know if you'll get it by this summer. I guarantee you won't. But the idea is that you need to start thinking about this. Okay, the toss position is extremely essential for the first serve. Your toss is way off to the right. How can you lean and flip? You can't. You know what I mean? If your toss is right above you, on the right side of the body, you can do that. And set that angle. Okay? And then if your elbow is here, and you go like this, which is what you were doing to begin with, right there, or even more so, right? If you do that, then you can't drive this forward because you're already pulling back, right? What I want you to do is stop thinking about what to do here. Start thinking about what to do here and here. Like, drive it up into that cartwheel. Let the racket just do what it wants. The more you can shut these muscles off and let them do whatever they want based on what this arm and this part of your arm do, the more elbow or load you're going to get through that external rotation into internal rotation. You understand? You sure? Okay, well, you're either going to get better or smarter. Hopefully it's both. One more. Maybe one more. Two more. Pressure's on. No. Tilt on the front leg. Tilt on the back leg. Back leg. Drive down. Up. Good. Now toss out front and go get it.
That was good?
That was great.
Okay, so we're finished.
Csilla, maradj eldogatni.
Okay, I see. Stay still, man.
Oh, one more.
Do another.
Do another.
What?